You have prevailed. I can feel it. So it is. You have proven yourself an ally to the Skull, and so the Skull shall be allies to you. If you have released the Windstone and broken the hold on my people, perhaps you can do the same for the rest of Solstheim. I doubt it will fully stop whatever Miraak is doing, but it may slow his progress. I cannot help with that. None here can. You will need the knowledge Miraak himself learned. You will need to learn more about this Black Book. Miraak had this? This does not look like something of the dragon cult. It is a dark thing, unnatural. I would have nothing to do with it. But the dark elf wizard, Neloth, he came to us some time ago, asking about black books. I believe he knows a great deal about them. Perhaps too much. Seek him out to the south. Be cautious, Dragonborn. There is something else at work here. Our traditions do not speak of them, but they and Miraak are connected. You read a black book and saw him. And the book's power comes from the same dark source as that which corrupted the Windstone. But beware, you are now walking the same road as Miraak. He also is searching for them. In fact, he has already found one. He showed it to me when he came here. It was very like the one you found in Miraak's temple. A thing of dark magic, not of the All-Maker. The power of the stone had been corrupted. It was the source of the influence that had taken control of the skull. Your shout broke whatever evil will controlled the stone, and restored its true nature as a conduit of the All-Maker's gifts. Freeing the other stones will diminish whatever dark influence is spreading across Solstheim. Yes, there are 6 sacred stones: wind, water, earth, beast, sun, and tree. Through them, the oneness of the land is maintained. Freya saw that the tree stone now stands imprisoned in Miraak's new temple. I doubt that you can free it until his power is broken. But you may be able to cleanse the other stones. Even if this does not stop Miraak, it surely will delay his return. You are an outsider, and I don't know if I can make you understand. I will try. The All-Maker is the maker of all things, and it is from the All-Maker that life flows like a great river. As all rivers must return to the sea, so all life returns in time to the All-Maker. I know our ways must seem strange to you, but the 9 gods of the Empire are equally strange to us. As shaman of Skull Village, I serve as both a guide and a healer, as well as a keeper of traditions. I also remind the Skull to live as one with nature, and to honor the will of the All-Maker, so that we will be worthy to join him in death. May darkness never touch you.
For many years now, I have attended to Storn, learning his ways. It was Scarf the Giant, our former chieftain, who taught me the ways of battle. He was a great bear of a man, and a fearsome warrior. I used to be terrified of him when I was a little girl. I was a restless and angry child, and Scarf taught me swordplay, so that I could, as he used to say, put that fire to good use. He was a great man, and a good leader. I miss him dearly. Join you? You mean leave the village to journey with you and fight at your side? Well, I'm flattered, but the village is my home. It's very rare for one of the Skal to leave, and I have responsibilities here. You're right. I suppose the others can get by without me for a while. Very well. If you need my help, seek me out here in the village. I will follow you, Skal friend, but I must return to the village afterward.
What now? Of the sun. It would be better than this.
Allmaker, protect me!
Where'd you come from?
I brought down as much as I could when we ran off. Have you been by Thirsk? Have you seen... is there any of the mead left? I wouldn't be at Thirsk if I wasn't. These days I focus a little more on the creature comforts of the whole, though. The food, the drink, the stories. It drives Kuvar mad, but someone has to do it or the place would be a little... cold. I make it, I drink it, I share it with friends. Ha! Thirsk didn't always make its own mead. No, we used to get by on shipments from Skyrim. But those gold grubbers at the East Empire Company started charging more than their share for bringing it over. We still buy what we have to, but I make as much as I can. Well, the easy answer, of course. Mead! Actually, now that I think of it, I have been missing the Ashfire. It's a special brew that we make at Thirsk. If you could somehow get up there and grab a bottle, I'd be a long way towards forgetting how miserable it is down here. Farewell.
Where shall we journey next? Very well.
I'd kill for a decent bottle of mead. Not fair that they always take the good stuff. Still, damnable ash. No matter how much I wash the food, it's... gets in it.
Why are you out here? Aren't you supposed to be in the tower?
I don't think you belong here. Does Master Neloth know about... Yes, I'm trying to summon an Ash Guardian. I'm just having trouble deciphering Master Neloth's handwriting. I don't mean to be rude, but I need to concentrate.
We don't get many visitors. Is there something you need? Tel Mithrin. It's the home of Master Neloth. You may have heard of him. He's a famous Telvanni wizard.
Might pay off my bounty this time. Walk into Raven Rock a free man.
No, Talvis is his apprentice. I'm his steward. I manage the day-to-day affairs of Tel Mithrin. In Morrowind, the Telvanni grow buildings from special fungus spores. Master Neloth grew one here to be his home. Don't ask me how. Now, if you'll excuse me. Let's get indoors, or in a cave.
I'm trying to get this
Anywhere,
Ash
just
Guardian
out
spell
of
done.
this.
Now let me concentrate.
You again? Didn't I see you in Raven Rock? You refer to the tomes of esoteric knowledge that old Hermaeus Mora has scattered throughout the world? Is this somehow connected to your search for Mirag? Found one? Yes. And you read it too, didn't you? Don't try to deny it. You've got the look. I can see it now. Dangerous knowledge is still knowledge and therefore useful. Usually turns out to be the most useful, in my experience. Now that is a dangerous path indeed. Hermaeus Mora gives nothing away for free. You may end up like Mirag, of course. Too power-mad Dragonborn. It could be very interesting. Oh yes, They're not hard to locate once you know how to look for them. I have one here that I've been using to locate more. Yes, I haven't been idle while this fascinating madness engulfed Solstheim. But my book isn't what you're looking for. I'm quite sure it is unconnected with this Mirak. But I do know where to find a black book that can help you. Yes, I do. I haven't been able to get it, though. But maybe together we can unlock the secrets the Dwemer left behind. Forbidden knowledge was somewhat of a specialty of the dwarves, eh? You don't think they would just leave it alone, do you? It seems the ancient Dwemer discovered this book and took it to study. I found their reading room in the ruins of Nachardak. The book is there, but it's sealed in a protective case, which I wasn't able to open. But perhaps the two of us, together, will be able to get at the book. To Nachardak, then. Follow me. Watch where you're going.
Also, I need the ashy sword. Master Neloth knows what I'm doing. No need to bother him about it, though. He's quite busy at the moment.
Someone there.
Where'd you come from?
There was no other way it could end. Where did you come from?
Over here!
Yeah, looks like we got ourselves a hero.
I am sorry, but you left me with no choice. What's that? There was no other way it could end.
You've got to help me. I conjured an Ash Guardian, and now it's running amok! Thank you. I was hoping you would. Hurry. I'll keep Master Neloth distracted.
By the Omega!
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
Is it done? Is the Ash Guardian gone? What a relief. Master Neloth surely would have punished me had he found out. I don't have any gold to pay you with, but I can give you the staff. Oh, it turns out that the spell requires a heart stone to cast properly. I didn't have one with me when I cast it. If you cast the spell without a heart stone, it attacks anything in sight. Yes, but don't tell Master Neloth. I'd have to give him your payment. Yes, but don't tell Master Neloth. I'd have to give him your payment. Good day, friend. Keeping... This is Master Neloth's tower. He's a Telvanni wizard. You've never heard of the great houses of Morrowind? House Telvanni is the house of the Master Wizard, one of the ruling houses of Morrowind. Master Neloth is one of the oldest and most respected members of House Telvanni. Not so much with as for. I am Master Neloth's apprentice. He's teaching me the art of sorcery. Well, he is a very great wizard. It's a great honor for him to have taken me as his apprentice. To be honest, it's horrible. He's very unpleasant and hardly teaches me anything. Sometimes he uses me in his experiments. Even so, I pick up a lot from just watching him. He's off doing research in Raven Rock, I think. He told me all about it, but I can't seem to recall the details right now.
The Dwemer certainly knew how to build for the ages. Here we are, Nachardak. The book we're after is right inside that dome. The book is housed in the main dome. I sealed the door the last time I was here, as a precaution against thieves and other meddlers. Hermaeus Mora has always tried to seduce mortals into his service with the lore of forbidden knowledge. Where the Black Books actually came from, no one really knows. Some appear to have been written far in the past. Others might be from the future. Apparently, time is more malleable if you're the Daedric Prince of Fate and Destiny. What? Who's going to make my tea? Why do these things always happen to me? Well, don't just stand there. Go find me another steward. I'm sure there's plenty of people in Raven Rock to choose from. Excellent question. Once word gets out, there will be a lot of people to choose from. Someone with a brilliant mind and a robust physique that is blindly obedient would be ideal. Oh, and they need to know how to brew tea. Ulves always waters it down. If you have to ask that, you'd probably be best leaving his books to wiser heads than yours. Like all Daedric princes, he's not to be trifled with, but he is subtler than most of his ilk, appropriate for the Prince of Knowledge and Fate. Many scholars and lore masters have been ensnared by the lure of learning the secrets that only Hermaeus Mora possesses. But don't worry, I have no intention of joining them in their endless search through the infinite halls of Apocrypha. The book is housed inside that dome. I'll need to unlock the door for us. Let's get on with it.
The Skal have always avoided ruins such as these. Nothing of the Allmaker is to be found within.
The Dwemer of Nachardak appear to have been fond of these control pedestals. Luckily, I found a cube to operate it inside on my last visit. I sealed the door when I left to keep out ignorant meddlers. Let me unlock it. The book is just inside. You can see the book right here. So tantalizingly close. But trust me, no magic will open that. I'd have had the book already if it could.
The dwarves must have feared this book to lock it away like this.
No, we'll have to do this the hard way. If we can restore the steam supply to this room, I'm certain I can open it. As you'll see, that's easier said than done. This way to the boilers. Follow me. The last time I was here, I only explored a small part of the ruins. I was here alone then, and I found an assistant is absolutely essential for this kind of dirty, dangerous work. Nachardak, the city of 100 towers. In its day, it was the largest of the great Dwemer archives, and perhaps the most advanced. In the old stories, when the Nords came to conquer it, it said that Dwemer submerged the entire city beneath the sea until the invaders gave up. I have my doubts, but the city was a marvel of Dwemer engineering, now reduced to this.
Amazing to think they built this so long ago. Still it survives.
As you can see, most of the lower levels of the city are flooded. But it isn't hopeless. The old Dwemer pumps still seem to work. Watch. But the pumps only operate when a cube is in a pedestal. Unfortunately, they only have one cube. These 4 boilers provide steam to the room upstairs. They're shut down, but they still respond to the control cubes. So, if we can find 4 more cubes, we can turn these boilers back on and restore steam power to the room upstairs. Then I should be able to open the book's protective case. Bring that cube. We'll need it. Yes, here we are. This device shows the location of 4 more cubes in this section of the city. It looks like most of the cubes were moved to the lower levels, perhaps to try to control the flooding before the city was abandoned. Interesting. That would suggest that the city must have originally sunk during the first cataclysm of Red Mountain. Or that the Dwemer's servitors continue to try to preserve the city after their creator's disappearance. 3 of the cubes are through here. This seems like a sensible place to start. I hope the rest of the cubes are this easy to find. Who's there? No better than to challenge a master wizard of the House Talbot. These must be the great workshops of Nachardak. Impressive, even in ruins. In the city's days of glory, it was reputed to be able to assemble a complete automaton in a single day. Much of the Dwemer's army, the Battle of Red Mountain, must have come from here.
It is rather impressive.
It looks like we'll need to lower the water level to make any more progress. Ah, good! Now we can see if we can find a way to get to that next. I'm Alakab Perry Knuckles! I think we should focus on how to get up to the door on the north side of the workshop. We still have cubes to pack.
teach you.
Unfortunately, each cube-weaving tree shuts down the corresponding pipes, raising the water. Come out this instant! You can't hide from a Telfoni wizard!
By the Olmeco! And so ends.
Well, nobody is here now. Don't you think we should focus on finding the rest of the control? We still have cubes. Let's see where this leads.
Be careful.
There's a passage up there. We could reach it if the water level was higher. With the water level this high, we can swim across the collapsed part of the passage and reach the other side. Very good. That seems to be an inexhaustible supply of We need to find enough control cubes to keep the pumps running and to turn on all 4 boilers.
You left me with no choice.
Last cube is somewhere in here. Hope it won't require more swimming around in this filth.
You should leave slogging around in the muck to us youngsters.
I guess that must be the pump activator up there. But how to reach it? We'll need to get all 3 of these bridges down in order to reach the pump control.
I think you did it.
That's it. Don't touch anything else. Quickly now. What was that? So you chose today to die?
Where did you come from?
Who's there?
I am sorry, but you left me with no choice.
Someone there?
I'll make a
Victoria, huh? So you chose today to die?
I will strike like a hawk.
Man off, I suppose.
What a mess. I'm getting tired of waiting around in this muck. We need to find enough control cubes to keep the pumps running and to turn on all 4 boilers. We still have cubes to find. I have an idea. I'll wait here and retrieve this cube once you find the last one removed. Good luck.
Finally, we will not have to listen to his complaining.
have the cube? Good, good. Then I'll take this cube and we can be on our way. Watch out. The water's rising even higher with both pumps shut down. That was easier than I expected. I'm glad you were here to do all the hard work. With the cube I retrieved from the pumping pedestal, we should now have 5 cubes, exactly what we need. Now we can finally see about getting those boilers started. Here, I picked up this cube for you. Shall we get on? finally done. worth it. Please, be my guest. You deserve the first look. Besides, it could be very dangerous. These books are known to drive.
So, another seeker after knowledge enters my realm. This is Apocrypha, where all knowledge is hoarded. Now, perhaps you will prove clever enough to uncover the secrets hidden here. If so, welcome. Or perhaps you are a fool or a coward. If so, you are in peril. Read your book again and escape before Apocrypha claims you forever.
Ugh!